it's Doris with all the books, and I have a pretty significant book outlet haul to share with you today. Um, Usually I just don't find this many on Book Outlet, but I guess I hit the jackpot, or maybe I was just trying really hard because they were having a sale, and if you spend X amount of money, you get X amount off. So I spent enough to get $25 off, which brought my order down to an average of $5.70 per book, including tax, which is pretty decent for a lot of these books. So here's what I got. So first up is The Nix by Nathan Hill, and I've just seen this pop up a lot on BookTube, quite a bit, and I just think the cover is really neat. I like that graphic look with the black and white down here. I don't know a great deal about this one. There's some kind of mystery involved. The mother is accused of some weird crime, and she's been out of contact with the son for years, and he's trying to figure it out, and I don't know really. I think it talks about the late 60s and early 70s, and then the modern times as well. So I don't know, it seemed pretty neat. I mean, that was kind of 70ish down there. So yeah, so that one I think is a really good one. And then I finally caved and got Fates and Furies by Lauren Groff. I just keep waffling on this one, and I just finally got it because I found it on Book Outlet for cheap. And this is one of the few where I like the UK and US covers equally, so this is the US cover. And yeah, I don't know much about this one either. I think the reason that I've been waffling about it is because I think it's a contemporary fiction, and I don't read a lot of those, but I do sometimes. Yep, I think it's maybe a relationship, and it's told from the husband's perspective and the wife's perspective, so that might be interesting. And then this is one that I just randomly found. I stumbled across as I was searching for books. Scarlet War by Sarah Novick, and this one is about the Croatia and Yugoslavia, the Civil War, and it starts, I think it's in 1991, the little girl is 10, and then I guess the second half is when I think she's living in the States and going to college in 2001, so I think that would be a neat perspective. It's how she gets through the war, and then how she deals with having lived through the war. And I saw Simon from Savage Reads has mentioned this once or twice, and I saw his review on Goodreads as well, so I thought that'd be a good one to grab. And, ooh, blowout. I found The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. This is a fabulous book, and so this is the last one that I needed to complete my Khaled Hosseini trio, so I was excited to find that one finally. I got The Princess Diarist by Carrie Fisher. I've been seeing this around a little bit, and I really wanted it, so yeah, I think that'll be nostalgic. And then In Order to Live by Yeonmi Park, and this one is the story of the woman who got out of North Korea, whatever you call that, a North Korean girl's journey to freedom. So I've heard just really, really good things about this one. I think most everybody that I've seen has rated it a 5-star, so I think that'll be a great read. And What Is Not Yours Is Not Yours by Helen Oyeyemi. And this is probably the whole reason that I made this Book Outlet purchase. I've been wanting this one because I've seen it around a lot, and I've gotten into short stories all of a sudden, so I've been buying them up right and left. And this is a rarity. I preferred the US cover over the UK cover because I really liked the UK cover, and that it had a lot of gold leafing. It was really, really beautiful, but I just don't like that shabby chic tags and vintage keys look, so I wanted this more graphic version. And I happened to see it on Book Outlet, so I made a purchase, a big purchase of other books just because of this little guy. And then I also found this other short story collection that I was looking for, The Paper Menagerie by Ken Liu. And I really don't know much about either of these short story collections, but I do know they're both supposed to be pretty good. And then this one is just an author that I'm familiar with. I haven't read any of his work. But Amos Oz, who wrote Judas, which is getting a lot of hype this year, and I think the end of last year. So I saw this one and recognized the name, Scenes from Village Life, and I think it's a short story collection. It's very tiny, so I think that'll be a good read. And another one I've been thinking about getting for quite some time, Jane Steele by Lindsay Fay, and this is kind of a reimagining of Jane Eyre, which I have on order. I read Jane Eyre a few times as a teenager, but I haven't read it since then, and so I thought that would be a good idea to reread it and then read this one. This one sounds really, I'm intrigued by it from what people have said about it online. And then, blew it again. And then this last one, Scythe by Neil Shusterman. This is a YA, and it's somewhat being touted as the next Hunger Games trilogy, possibly. It is set in an age where there's no more disease and death really from natural causes, so these people called Scythes have to be trained to go out and take people out because the population will be out of control. So this is about two teenagers who are apprentice Scythes, and intriguing, no? So yeah, that's my book haul, book outlet haul. So, pretty exciting. I wonder if I can hold it the other way. Probably not. Ooh, that's upside down. This is a bad idea. Here we go. You ready? We're gonna crash. Woo! Thanks for watching. I'll chat with you soon. Bye.